Hello everyone, my beautiful souls. I hope you're having a great day and thank you for joining me. This is Kiana from Spiritual Soul and I have this week's Pick a Card reading. As you can see, I'm doing this one just a wee bit differently this week. I have 4 piles instead of 3, and I'm also using vintage brooches that I have to clarify which is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. As always, I read these intuitively. So take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. And this week's topic is this or that. So we're going to be talking about if you're feeling stuck between 2 situations or 2 people, or you see 2 possible opportunities coming up, things that are unfolding that you're not quite sure what the in-between is and which way to go. This is going to give you a little clarity. I am using the Golden Botticelli Tarot. Golden Botticelli Tarot. Not quite sure why I can't speak. I'm also using the Love Tarot. Now this one is a major arcana deck only, so it really helps drive us into some answers that are a little bit stronger. And we're going to be using this one to guide us into this or that. And then the Botticelli deck is going to be sort of describing the 2 situations. I will also pull some clarifying cards and guidance cards in the oracle sets, but we'll be doing that unfolding in each spread. If you can hear my music, I hope it doesn't disrupt. I am listening to The Dreamweaver, which is composed by Peter Gundry. I will be sure to put his YouTube link in the description of this video and up here in the eye. He is a beautiful composer that does Celtic music and all sorts of sort of magical, fantasy, emotional mood music, and it's just absolutely beautiful, so I highly recommend it. But let's get started. We have piles 1, which is a bird's nest with some amethyst. We have some other little gems and stuff in here too. We have this ceramic daisy as pile number 2. We have a beautiful gold and pearl leaf for pile number 3. And pile 4 is this butterfly with some jade and pearls in it. So I'll give you a moment. Drop my little butterfly. I'll give you a moment to feel what you're drawn to. Breathe in and out. Think of your situations and where you're feeling trapped between 2 things or where you see 2 opportunities coming, and breathe in and out. And pick your pile. I'll be sure to put the timestamps in the description of the video. All right. So, pile number 1. Hello, number 1s. We've got our amethyst bird's nest. We'll just put him right there, near the amethyst. Okay, this week's topic, this or that. I'm just going to put these ones aside. This or that. We're going to be talking about one situation or opportunity or potential versus another. We're going to be calling this, so assign something of this, think of it now, one situation, and that situation, this and that. This is what's in between. Okay, think of your situations, guys. Assign one to this and one to that. We've got the 9 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So we have lots of heartfelt energy here, emotional stuff. But we also have some action and momentum here. So let's talk about, we're going to talk about what's in between after. But we're going to be talking this, the 9 of Cups. The 9s are about nearing completion. So we're looking at a situation that could be coming to completion. Now it could be coming to a transition of being over if we're talking about relationships or partnerships, or we could be talking about coming to fruition and completion in the way of your ultimate goal there. You'll know which one that is. 9 of Cups is really about relationship bliss. I feel like this is probably about a relationship. I don't know if that means a love or a romantic relationship, but I really feel like this is about relationship bliss. So you have one situation where you have this perfect bliss, but you're not quite there yet. It's not quite there. We have a cup that is knocked over and unseen and unfulfilled. So not to be doom and gloom about that. This is actually a very strong positive card. I'm just saying it's not quite to completion or fruition yet. That situation, we have the 5 of Wands. Now the 5s are about shifting and change. 5 of Wands is really something that's testing your courage. Okay. So what I love about these 2 cards, even though they're from different suits, is we have a table setting and a table setting. So I feel like you guys have 2 very potential, almost domesticated or social aspects in this relationship that you're stuck between. Both have their pros and cons, and both have something missing on the table, but both also have fulfillment. You know, we have a bowl of fruit here and things on the table to use and eat and decorate with, and then here we have all our cups filled with goodness. So I really, really feel like you guys might be stuck between something that is testing your courage, that you can see totality and everything momentous and possible with it, but where you may already have something and you're almost there, but you're not quite there, and this might be drawing your attention. What's between the 2 situations is the 7 of Cups. Okay, so this and that. The 7 of Cups. 7s are a time to evaluate and apply your knowledge, to be patient. So between these 2 things, Spirit is asking you to have some patience. So it'll be interesting to see what we pull in these cards that tell us which way to go, because I have a feeling it might tell us make no decisions as of yet, to still feel it out. The 7 of Cups is a little bit of time of decadence and indulgence. This is a time where you're projecting. So you could be in this situation projecting your ideals into what you think this one is. That's what's between the 2 situations. Let's just look at some clarity as to this or that. Which one and which way do I feel Spirit wants you to go? I have a little bit of a bend in this card. Okay, so we have the Emperor and the Magician. All right. Let me just take this in, guys. You know, the Magician, we have sort of the master. Someone who is uniquely skilled and gifted, very accomplished. There's a law of attraction feeling here. This might be a person, if we're talking about a person rather than a situation. That situation could be somebody that you're very drawn to, because there is sort of a law of attraction there that is undeniable. But don't forget, you might be projecting into that as well. The Magician, this is a little bit of conundrum. I feel like that if this is a person, he's pressing you to take action, or you feel the need to take action and move forward and allow the gifts that they offer. Okay, but this is telling you to have patience. So Spirit's message to you is have patience, and not to feel the drive behind the momentum and the force that the Wands are and that the Magician possesses. Okay, this is about your time. It's about overcoming adversity and your ability to succeed. With the Magician, you have to be careful too. There could be a little bit of undeniable manipulation here. Now, whether or not that's intended is a different story, but this person could have a little bit of strength in manipulating your emotions and your feelings, or the situation could. With this situation, the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is the divine masculine, but he's also a little bit of a rebel. So whatever situation you find yourself in here, we're talking about someone who is the divine masculine, somebody who has authority, is a little bit solid. They can be very enlightened and experienced. But the key word here for this reading is they are stable. So guys, group 1, I feel like you might be in a very stable situation that provides lots of what you have dreamed, lots of what you have cultivated, and you're not quite where you want to be, but it does possess a lot of other things. I feel like a lot of you are being wooed by another situation or person with a lot of excitement and skill and gifts behind it, a lot of sense of accomplishment and a feeling that you need to move forward and take action. But Spirit is really, really asking you, have some patience. Be aware of projecting into this situation for what's missing in this one. And I was right. There is no strong lead onto which way to go. Spirit really wants you to just take a little time, have a little patience. Let's just pull I'm going to pull a Moonology Oracle card for a little bit of clarity or guidance, a little sort of guiding message behind it. This is sort of a big guiding message here, to have patience and not project, to kind of let your spirit care for you and evaluate it. This is a time for evaluating both. But what is some guidance message in between? I'm going to pull 2 cards. All right. So guys, your message is to continue to have some patience and evaluate and apply, like the 7 of Cups is saying. Meditate and contemplate on it, but be aware that there is an end of a cycle. A tough cycle is approaching. Okay? Sorry, not a tough cycle is approaching. The end of this tough decision is approaching. You're going to find your clarity and way. They want me to also pull 1 more card for you guys. And I'm going to do this in the Spirit Animal Oracle. Okay? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Your decision is going to come clear. I'm not quite sure when that's going to come clear. The number 5 comes into play. I don't know if that's 5 weeks, 5 days. Rarely for me in my readings would it be 5 months, but it could be just the cycle of 5, transition and change. We do have a 5 here with the 5 of Wands. So it might be that you guys are leaning a little bit this way. Again, evaluate, meditate, contemplate on it. But let's see. The ending of the tough cycle and decision coming clear. Let's get some clarity on that. Okay. We have Buffalo Spirit. All right. So really just reaffirming the abundant universe will provide. You are going to know when it's time to make the decision. We have 10. The completion of the cycle is coming up. Okay. This tough decision is going to come to an end, guys. But Spirit's going to really touch you and show you the way. One thing is going to start unfolding and showing you more abundance than the other, and it's going to fill your heart a little bit stronger. Take time. It's coming right now. Just enjoy both. Try not to project too much. And it's going to come to light. Thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe. I am posting a weekly forecast along with this, and I update every week. Okay. Group 2. We have, hi guys, we have our Daisy. If you picked our little Daisy, this is your group 2 reading. We've got the Golden Botticelli, and then we've got some Major Arcana Love Tarot, which is going to help direct us to this or that situation. What we have is this, that, and what's in between. Okay? So just a little bit of clarity of what's between the 2 situations. If you had picked group number 1, I heavily felt it was about a person or 2 people that the group 1 was stuck between, but it could be projects, opportunities, relationships. It could mean any sort of thing here. So, okay. So I just want you to take a moment to think, apply your 2 situations or opportunities. We've got this and that. So apply a this to one. So call it number 1 and number 2, this and that. All right. So in this situation, we have the 6 of Cups. In that situation, we have the 6 of Coins. Very interesting because we have comparables here, but with 2 very different things. Cups are about emotions, feelings, partnerships. Coins or pentacles are about sort of the physical and external. It could be health and wealth. It could be career and work. So I feel like you have something that weighs on your emotions and something that weighs on your prosperity opportunity. What's between the 2? Knight of Wands. So we have emotions, external and physical factors, and then we have energy and momentum in the wands. Okay. In this situation, we have the 6 of Cups. Now, 6 are about realignment, harmony, restoring balance, and we have 6 here too. So both of these have the same undertone vibration of realignment. So something that can give, both of these can give you structure, or at least right now the sense to you is that they can both give you structure and balance. The problem is one has to do with your emotions, or that gives a little more to your emotions, and one that gives a little more to your finances or your health. The 6 of Cups is really about reflection and dreaming. So this situation, we have the little baby that's dreaming and off and enjoying the beautiful day. He's got cups all around him that can be filled by the river. And it's really, you know, the dream is in play here emotionally. In that situation, we have maybe some unexpected help that's coming forth for you. But it might require a little compromise that you're not sure about. And that might be why you're stuck between the 2. Okay, you have something that fulfills you emotionally, but here you have something that's giving you help that you desperately need, but there's a compromise in play. What's between the 2 of them is the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands shows surprising determination. Okay, so between the 2 situations, you have something with intensity, something that feels like it's charging forth. Between the 2, you're stuck with this intense conflict of balance. Which way do you want to go? And which way holds more resonance to you? So let's just see what we can get of which way to lean. Whether or not you should be going towards more the emotional side or the help that has a little bit of compromise. Okay. So we have the Empress and the Moon. The Empress is our divine feminine. It's about beauty and abundance. There's nurturing. So it really, really makes sense that it's falling under the Cups. You know, here's something. I don't know if maybe some of you have a marriage or a proposal coming forth. Maybe a pregnancy. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's something that fulfills your heart and your emotions and really drives you to feel that. And the Empress is really saying it's all abundant. It is fruitful. It is anchored. It is stable. The Moon, with that situation, which might have a little bit of compromise, but has help behind it. The Moon is a really interesting card because it can play to, not to the negative, but it can play to the darker side of things, but it can also illuminate. The Moon is a beautiful, magical, spiritual card. It is about psychic awareness and intuition. You really need to use your intuition with this and see what's behind the veil. That compromise I was talking about, you need to look at what's behind the veil of that. What's in the shadows. Guys, I really, really feel for group 2, it's this situation you need to look at. It's the emotional one. This is the way to go. This is what's going to be more fruitful and more abundant for you. So I'm just going to pull a Moonology card for a little clarification. This is the Moonology Oracle. And we're just going to see what Moonology says. Okay. Time to give rather than take. The energy is gaining momentum, and they're telling me to pull a third one. Each reading is always a little bit different. I love the balance of colors here. And be bold, make the first move. Okay. Guys, they're telling me it's this side that's more weighted. This situation, this emotional one, is what's bearing more fruit right now. Okay? You need to be bold. Take the intensity of this Knight of Wands. There's a lot of drive and determination there. The heart, give instead of take. This one feels like there's a compromise that you have to take something, and that doesn't resonate as deeply with your spirit on the path that you're about to embark on. Okay, so this energy is gaining momentum here. Be bold, have the intensity, and in the end, honestly, this is the whole thing right here, is this Empress. You have this beautiful, beautiful, abundant card that just brings you so much prosperity. So I hope this resonates, number twos. I hope this works. Please like and subscribe, and I will post weekly updates and pick a cards continuing on each week. Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay. Group threes. Hello. We have our gold and pearl leaf. Group threes. We have some Botticelli Tarot for the two situations. I'm just going to close my curtains. I have the sun sneaking up here. It's getting very warm. I hope it doesn't make it too dark. I'm sorry if it does. Okay, so we have these tarots showing us this and that situation and what's in between, and then these two are going to sort of direct us which way to go. I'm just going to keep these aside for a moment. The way we're going to do this is there's one situation or person or opportunity. This. We have another one. We're calling it that. This and that, 1 and 2. And this is what's between them. Okay? Sort of the undercurrent, the momentum. So for this situation, we have the King of Wands. So speaking of momentum, we have energy. Whatever this situation is, number one, there's a lot of energy behind it. Some action and decision. That situation, wow. We have the Pentacles, which is about physical and external factors. But we have two kings. So this happened in group one as well. We had two, actually I think so far all the groups had some sort of balance between the two. This and that, but very different realms. So the King of Wands, we have a brave leader. Someone who is trustworthy. So you have a situation here that is trustworthy, and it creates a lot of strength for you. I'm not quite sure yet if this is an actual person that you're stuck between two. The King of Pentacles is very grounded, patient. We're talking a protector, someone who might be a business oriented. Very, very able to be grounded and wise with money, wise with business, logical, but more on the grounded side of things rather than in their head. You know, the King of Wands is someone who is so trustworthy and protecting and a brave leader. Someone who can move forth and take action on situations and not sit back and rest. What's between the two situations is the Three of Cups. So threes are all about cultivation and development, about creating and results, really. It's about the development of things. Three of Cups specifically is more about celebration and bounty. You know, we have a beautiful card where angels are surrounding her and just fulfilling her emotional needs. And I like that we have a situation here, guys, that both situations are fulfilling to you. both are very stable. Both are kings. I really feel like that this, again, like group 1, is about a person or two. But I almost wonder if for some of you, I feel like for 1 or 2 of you out there, what this means is you're looking at not 2 different people, but a person versus yourself. And I don't know which one would be you. And that's only going to resonate with a couple of you, but I really feel like Spirit is saying that there's not a conflict, but you're not sure which way to go, whether or not you go on your own path or whether or not you take in this other energy and keep moving with this other person or this other opportunity. But no matter what, it does have to do with 2 people. Majority of you, I feel like it's going to be about 2 different people. Very strong masculine energies. It doesn't have to be males in your life, but it just means that they possess these energies of strength. But both are fulfilling. So let's see what these Love Tarot Major Arcana say. Ooh. Wow. Okay. So we have the Fool and we have the Lovers. The Fool is just beginning on his journey. It's a new situation. I almost feel like maybe some of you that picked this is the situation that is not actually already in your life, or that it's the opportunity or person that you might kind of be being swayed to. I'm not quite sure how you assign them, so that's going to be up to you. But the Fool is the beginning of the journey. It's eagerness and willingness. There's a lot of trust there, okay? And King of Wands is about trustworthiness. So this is all about the trust. You know, the Fool can mean other things too, about being aware of and taking heed of not venturing too frivolously or having a blind eye. But in this reading, it's really about the adventure and the trust and a new beginning or a journey unfolding. With the Lovers and the Pentacles, the Lovers is about decision and choices. The Lovers is the divine attraction card. We have, you know, a situation that is a soul attraction. It's really about relationships and connections, romance, but it could mean options. Both feel very, very balanced. And this doesn't actually answer what we need it to answer. You know, this reading is supposed to be about this or that. Here we have trustworthiness and new adventures. Here we have sort of the ultimate connection. You know, and with the 3 of Cups, we have this celebration and bounty. But we have it between the 2, and it's both can really go. So it's really about the decision that you make, whether or not you want a little adventure and to take trust, or whether or not you want to take this situation that has a decision behind it, but is about protection and being grounded and maybe having some abundance, more on the physical and wealth side. Let's just I'm going to take some Moonology cards, and we're just going to try and gain a little clarity to see which direction to go, because kind of like group 2, I feel like that this is could go either way. It really depends on you. Spirit's not telling you to take patience like it did in group 2. It's just telling you that there is no right or wrong here. But let's see. Some guidance and clarity. Okay, they want you to look to the bigger picture. Okay. Hold your vision. Okay, and they are telling me that I pulled these in the wrong order. Okay, there we go. So we have look at the bigger picture. So what fulfills you? What brings you more completion? Hold your vision. It's time to release the negative. Whatever this decision is on this end, guys, there might be a little bit of a negative choice in there for you, or a feeling that's not quite sitting right for you. In this situation, we have a lot more stability, or not stability, we have a lot more momentum in going forth and taking on an adventure. And you need to hold the vision to that. Again, honestly, this is you. There's no right or wrong. I feel like most of you are going to go this way. You're going to lean towards this, but they're both going to be brilliant for you. Both situations have an ability to help you release the past, to release burden. Just hold your vision as to what you want, and it'll come to light. I feel like it weighs a little more heavily on this. Sorry, that's not as clear as I want it to be, guys, but that's the message Spirit has for you. Both are really quite good for you. So open your heart, do some meditation, listen to some music, and get out in nature, and hopefully it will come clear. Ask Spirit for the messages and the signs. Thanks, number 3s. Hello, group 4, my beautiful butterflies, Jade and Pearl butterflies. We have, oh, you guys get 4 cards. Everybody else only had 3. So group 4, you picked 4. Now, 4s are about stable ground, foundation, manifestation, and achievement. It's a time to reflect on the work done. So there's just a little underlying message for us because the number 4 came up on group 4. This is going to talk about 2 situations, 2 people, 2 opportunities coming your way or that you're finding yourself between. And we're going to talk about what's between the situations as well. These cards are going to hopefully give us clarity on which one to go for. So we've got this situation and that situation. I will let you assign which one is this and which one is that. Take a moment to think about it. These are what's between, which is interesting because everybody else only had 1. So I really feel like for you guys, these are going to kind of be what's in between, and some of our clarity cards are going to kind of direct it. So what's this situation? 6 of Swords. 6s are about realignments, reconciliation. It's about success and balancing, restoring your balance. Okay, so that's this situation. This. This situation is about realignment. That situation, 10 of Cups. 10s are completion in a very positive way. It's about rewards, and it's the end of a phase before you take on a new adventure or a new phase. So it's really about the cycle moving forward. So this situation, the 6 of Swords, we have a progression. So whatever the situation is, it's something that you either need to let go of some baggage or burdens in it, or you have let go of some baggage and burdens in order to carry forth. This came up in our weekly forecast reading as well, so be sure to go back and look at that. 6 of Swords, whatever this situation is, there is progression in the works. Okay? In that situation, whatever it is, we have the 10 of Cups. You know, we're talking about harmony and blessed emotional state. You know, really heartfelt, where everything just feels like it's in place. So this one might have some burdens that either need to be let go or have been let go, and now it's progressing forward. And this one feels like it's just really already there. What's between the 2? A lot of action and momentum. Ooh, okay. We have the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles. So the Chariot, guys, is about awareness. It's unstoppable force. There's a lot of drive and determination, triumph and victory, a lot of action. The Knight of Pentacles is, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is sort of someone who is decisive, but very protective and very reliable. So what's between these two situations? I really feel like, because you guys have this extra card, this is how they are. This letting go of the burdens and carrying forth the progression has a lot of momentum behind it. It's a situation or person that really feels like there is a lot of potential action there. In this situation, we have, you know, something that already feels like it's complete. It has that emotional nourishment of being complete and fulfilling. But with the Knight of Pentacles, we also have a reliability in it. There's a protective nature in it. And I see why you guys are conflicted. I really do. Because here we have something that feels like it has a lot of oomph. And in that, we have something that already feels as is. It feels good and full. So let's see if our tarots can... I like how, I don't know if any of you have watched other spreads, but they've all been very different, the way they've laid out. Okay, so for this situation, we have the High Priestess, and for that situation, we have Judgment. The High Priestess is about divine inner guidance. It's our inner voice. Okay, so this call to action, this leaving behind baggage and burden and progressing forward, really speaks to relying on your inner voice. An instinct, you know, we have drive and determination and instinct here. With that situation, we have Judgment. Judgment is about evaluation. It's seeing what's beyond illusion and accepting that something is over. Is sort of the underlying current in it, because it's all about renewal and resurrection. It's about metamorphosis. So we have the 10, and I was talking about the 10 being an end of a cycle and progressing into a new. Both of these have momentum forward, okay? This one, that situation tells you to face it, to speak a truth that you're not seeing. There is a truth there that you're holding the key. Guys, it's really coming clear to me. This situation is what you need to go forth on. Okay, this is your momentum forward here. Leave your baggage behind. Put the burdens to rest. Plant those thoughts and everything that's been hindering you, and take the ship and sail off and go with it. Progress forward. Use the force of the Chariot. Use the force of determination and go forth, because this inner priestess is telling me there is so much spiritual enlightenment on this path. This one feels like it's a path that's been beautiful for you, and it's no longer going to serve its purpose as it goes into the next cycle. This path feels like, or I guess it's that path, feels like it's been beautiful, but it's over or coming to a close. And this opportunity here really, really has the driving force. This is where I feel like it is. You know, I talked about metamorphosis, and I love that our butterfly is all about metamorphosis. So I'm just going to pull a Moonology card just to give us a little bit of extra guidance here. I really feel like this situation is where you need to be leaning towards and looking towards. Yeah, your hard work is paying off, guys. I'm just going to pull one more. And it has been hard. Some of you have been really struggling with this because you feel the force of this, but you've been feeling the completion and the fulfillment of this. But your hard work and determination is paying off. And you are good enough. Okay, guys, if you've been hesitating on this one, that feels like it has a little more oomph behind it, but you've been feeling a little insecure, you are good enough. Listen to your inner voice. I hope this resonates. Please like and subscribe. I will post a weekly forecast along with this pick a card reading, as well as upload every week for you. If you want a private reading, feel free to email me on the email that's in the description of my videos. Have a beautiful, blessed day.